Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com.
So we'll be seeing some of them, not all of them. So this for the free account there are some limitations. So the account is valid for 12 months. Okay, after the 12 months it will be converted into a premium account. So 12 months it is free. With free account you have all these services free, again based with limitations. For example, you can launch an EC2 instance, Linux, RILE or whatever you want. It will be valid, it will be free 750 hours a month. For example, I'm launching a single EC2 instance, Linux based instance into the cloud. It is free for me for 750 hours for a single month. On this, yes, one more thing, people remain confused here. If I launch two instances, okay, for you said 2 hours, then for two instances are launched, okay, so my 4 hours will be cut, so it will be 746 for 2 hours. Again for again next for 2 hours it is running, then again you will be charged for 4 hours because there are two servers running per hour. Okay, so 2 hours will be charged accordingly. If you are running 3 servers, then 3 hours will be detected every hour. So remember this thing. So mostly in testing phase we generally launch most of the time the EC2 instances. Then if you are launching load balancer, then again 750 hours is valid for a single month. Again similarly for all this services you have. And again S3, 5 GB of Amazon S3 standard storage is free. 20,000 get request and 2,000 put request. So this is what the free tier is. If you are moving out of the free tier, you will be charged. Okay, so remember this thing. Okay, moving on to the next. Okay, the important thing now. AWS global physical infrastructure. So how the AWS is, so we are starting. Okay, so AWS is divided into multiple regions. We have the US region, we have the Asia Pacific region. You can see in the graph here there are some regions in blue and some of them are in orange. They are coming soon. We have in India, we have in, you can say, China, Australia. These are the regions. What I mean by region is a region is comprised of multiple data centers. In India, they can have multiple data centers. These data centers are called as availability zones. Guys, just keep your brains and mind focused what I'm saying. Inside regions, a particular region, for example, if I speak about India region here, inside inside this region there will be multiple data centers, and these data centers are called as availability zones, AZs. Okay, same thing is mentioned here. A grouping of AWS resource located in a specific geographical location is called as the region, designed to service AWS customers that are located closest to a region. So same, I gave you an example. I want to launch something in the US market. I can deploy my resources into the US region easily, or in Europe region. I don't have to set up everything in my India region. Okay, same thing goes for this availability zone. Inside this region there can be multiple availability zone. What I mean, why this setup is there, first thing, to this availability zones are there to maintain high availability. These availability zone, for example, in India there can be 3 or 4 availability zones, or you can say 3 or 4 data centers. They are separated at least 100 to 150 kilometers apart. Why they are this much distance separate? So that if anything happens due to XYZ reason, due to a volcanic eruption, due to flood, or whatever natural disaster or man-made disaster is there, if that availability zone is down, I should have other one available to cater my customer. That's what the concept of AZs are. Okay, again, inside a particular region I can deploy my instances in these different availability zone to give high availability to the customer. Again, if I want to move further, if I can deploy the resources across region as well. One resource I can deploy in the India region, another resource I can deploy into the US region. Again, everything depends on cost, money, everything is there. So accordingly, you can deploy your services. Yeah, that's how it is. What else? I was telling you one more thing. What was it? Availability zone. Oh, no, I forgot. I was telling you one good thing, just hit my mind. Yeah, one more thing. Um, the important thing is these availability zones. If you are searching for their address, where the particular Amazon data center is, you will not be able to find it because they keep it a secret. There are a lot of organizations that are investing in the AWS in Azure. They don't disclose the location of their availability zone so that terrorist or any kind of attack will not happen there. Okay, so you'll not be able to find it. Just let me know in case you find it. I last time searched, there is no data about the location of the availability zones or the data centers where they are specifically located in a region. Okay, I hope this is also clear to all of you. This is a short list on the right hand side. There are more availability zones that are deployed now. Okay, just a short list that can come on my screen. I just pasted there. Yeah, same thing. Just I explained you. AWS availability zones. They are just basically the data centers that are present in a region. For example, in India there can be 3 data centers separated 100 or 200 kilometer apart. At least there can be 500 kilometer also, but at least this is the distance. 100 kilometers is the distance. And on the right hand side you can see there is no cloud, just someone else's computer we are using. This phrase is absolutely right. We are using the AWS resource. They have built the data centers in different locations, and with the help of virtualization we are using their resource. Okay, I hope guys I'm clear to all of you.
Hey viewers, our Mastery in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Any kind of doubt? Yeah, Greg, Rahul, Pradeep, Lintran, everybody clear? Let me check the chat. Okay, no doubts. Cool then. Yeah. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Let me just drink some water. Actually, my throat is soaring by speaking. 1 minute, huh? Just. Okay, guys. I'm back. Okay, so the next thing, this first service, now we are moving deep, doing a deep dive into the AWS. We understood, okay, what is a region, what is an availability zone, how the cloud is useful to us and all. Now let's deep dive. Now let's see the first service, that is identity and access management. So through this service, you can manage your groups. Hello, someone saying something, Pradeep?
Yeah. So
Please go ahead.
before you go to IIM, okay, can you tell us like what are the authentication methods we have and how we, after that, if you go to the IIM, I think it will be more helpful. See, we have lot many authentication method, right? MFA, Cognito, these all things are there, right? So if you just brief like how these services are being encapsulated in AWS and how we need to use this. And after that, if you go to IAM, so it will be more like it will give a clear like flow. I think so. I'm thinking in that way.
Let me cover IAM first, otherwise people get confused with the services. Okay, just after this I'll explain, not an issue. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so guys, IAM is where you will be managing the access to the AWS. Okay, you can have multiple users, you can create groups, you can create IAM access policies, roles, and everything. Okay, you can create a user account there, you can give him permission or right to launch instances, to manage S3 and all these things. Okay, let's see this in action. Let me just quickly show you onto the AWS. Let me log in there and you will be having a very good understanding onto that. Log back in. Seven M3 NY. Okay, so this is my AWS console and you just have to hit IAM. Click on this IAM and I am into the, okay, it is loading. So I am into the IAM service. On the left hand pan, you can see the user groups. You can create groups here. You can see the users here. You can see roles, policies. Okay, all these services are available here. And someone in the beginning asked me about the best practice. So if you click on this dashboard, this IAM will automatically give you few best practices here. See, it is already showing me a red line. It is telling me to add MFA for the root user. I am a root user here currently. I'm logged in here. This is my account. I am a root user. It is asking you to add a MFA here. Okay, and there is one more dashboard. Where is the dashboard? Just give me a second. Huh? It will show you multiple things. I think they have modified the console. It is user group policies, identity provider, account setting. I think so. I have to check it once. Actually, they have changed this thing. Access analyzer. Actually, everything comes with this dashboard only. They have changed few settings. No issues. During the break, I'll check again. I'll just show you. So there are a few best practices. Automatically, it will appear here. For example, here it is automatically detecting that I have to add an MFA. Okay. Now you can create a user here. Currently, I am the root user. I have just created few other users as well. For example, I want a new person join my organization. For example, ABC. ABC is the person's name. I can add him. For example, you can see here. You can give him a name, ABC. 1, 2, 3. Then here is the credential type. There are two types of credential. For example, the first one is the access key. It is generally used when you are connecting through AWS API, CLI, SDK, and other development tools. When you need a connection from a development tool, you need to log in or do something, you will be selecting this access key. But if it's a person, you will be selecting password and you can just give a custom password or an auto-generated password. Okay. Next is the permission. Here, either you can, for example, you can create a group and add the permissions there. Similarly, either you can select a group or you can add the permissions directly here. Copy permissions from existing user, or you can attach the policies here. Policies, for example, I want to give an administrator access, so you have to select this one. Or again, based on these services, there are n number of policies here, guys. N number of policies are here. So based on the service, based on the requirement, you have to study it yourself and just check what all services or access you want to give. You can just select on next, add tags, review, and just create a user. A user ABC1221 will be created. So this is his password if you want to check, and you can directly send him an email as well. Okay, if this user needs to log in, this is the URL he has to, you also have to give this URL. He will be able to log in through this URL only, not the one through which I logged in. Okay, this URL will be there and this user will be logging in through that URL. Okay, and in IAM there is one more important concept of the policies. Just 1 second. Of the policies here.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Sorry, this role. If I tell you an easy example, let me move back here. See, there are two things: roles and policies. Focus here. If I'm creating a user, I will be attaching the policies to him. Now you will be asking why this role is. So role is basically service to service access is required. Let me just don't save it. For example, there is an EC2 instance into the cloud and there is an S3 storage. S3, sorry, my writing is not good actually. Then this is the EC2. Similarly, we have some database here, DB. Now, if this EC2 needs to access this S3 or to this, see, my EC2 can't access everything. Na? There are permission restrictions, best practices are there. So we can't just launch an EC2 instance and he will be accessing everything. So we need to assign him role. We need to assign this EC2 our role. Policies will not work. We need to assign him role. That's where this roles will help you out. Okay. So that's how this thing is. And let me just check the dashboard again. I'm not able to see that complete dashboard. This access analyzer. I have to check it now. They have changed the console a bit. Oh yes, moving back to the person's question. What was your question? Sorry, you asked something. In the beginning, you asked something.
Yeah, this is regarding IAM, right? I asked about IAM. No?
Tell me. What
Yeah.
was the question?
Yeah. I see. I'm asking about IAM use. Like, if you go with IAM, like, see, I am an architect. Example. So I need to set up a IAM policies. Okay. What are the prerequisites I need to ensure while doing this IAM activity? Okay.
The
Just
first thing is you need to understand the requirement. What is the requirement? What you want to do basically? You want to connect an application to an application. What is the exact requirement? See, if you want to connect your on-premise application, you will be basically creating a user here. For example, just giving an example, and you will be creating it with that access key and secret access key. Just this one. You will be adding a user. You will be selecting this access key. This is for AWS API. You are creating. You want to connect any CLI or SDK, software development kit, or any other kind of development tools. You want that access, you will be selecting this, and it will be giving you an access key. A long key will be there, and also a secret access key that you need to ingest in your application. This is one of the method. Apart from this, if you are into the AWS, for example, the example that I just showed you, EC2 wants to talk to S3 or S3 talk to a DB or any other service, then you need to assign them these roles. These roles based access is there. These all things you have to assign it to them. Or if you want your AD servers to be into the cloud, you can deploy the AD server as well. You can launch a Windows instance. You can on top of it install the Active Directory, and you can integrate all those stuff as well. You're getting my point?
Okay, I will come back. I will frame the question and I will
Sure.
come back to you. Okay.
Sure. One second. Let me.
Sharuk, just one doubt. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so this one we can integrate it with our on-prem Active Directory as well, right?
Yes, you can integrate with on-prem Active Directory as well.
Okay, we don't need to have a Active Directory domain server kept in the AWS. We can directly integrate it without keeping it in cloud.
No. See, what you are trying to do, you want to log into the AWS through the Active Directory in your environment.
Correct.
This integration I have to check, man. But I'll check and I'll come back to you. Let me just note it down. During the break, I'll check.
Okay.
AWS. Any gentleman who knows this or who have worked on this integration? The other side way, other way? No issues. I'll check and I'll let you know. That's all about the IAM. And one more thing, so whenever you are logging in here, you should, the best practice is you should not be using the root account. Always create a separate account and then log in into this IAM. Moving on to the next service, that is EC2. See, this is in simple term, if you need a desktop or if you need a PC in the cloud, this is what an EC2 is. Elastic Compute Cloud. So there is an AWS definition, and I have defined it in a simple definition. If you need any computing resource into the cloud, go with the AWS EC2. Okay. Let me just show it to you. For example, if you need a Linux instance, if you need a Windows instance, if you need Mac OS or any Solaris, any of these things, you can just go there and you can launch that instance into the cloud. That's what the instance is called, as the EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, so let me just quickly show it to you. If I click on this, and here is the option of EC2. Either you can see here, you can see here, or you can type EC2 as well. Oh, I have already a running resource. So you can click on this launch instance. See, all these options are there. I want an Amazon Linux to AMI. You can select it. You want Mac OS, then Red Hat, Rahil, SUSE, Ubuntu server, Windows server. All these things are available. Deep learning, AMI, multiple things are there. Windows server. All these things are there. You just have to select it. Okay. Again, if you have an image, AMI image you can upload it here as well. You have an on-premise image, you created an image, you install multiple things, minimum baseline you followed in your organization, all the application you installed, and you want the same to be replicated into the cloud. You can create an image and you can store it into the AWS, and then you can select it from here. Then we have AWS Marketplace, multiple services, everything is available, guys. Most of these things are there. Then community AMIs. If you want to bring your own license and then upload it here, you can do that as well. So multiple settings are there.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
So this is basically the quick start where you can select your Amazon machine image. So this is the base image. I'll be launching it in a while. So let me just for example, moving on to the next part, that is the types of AMI. For example, I will be selecting this Red Hat service. I selected this one. Now you see, choose an instance type. So we have multiple different types of instances. T2 nano, T2 macro, you can see the memory. We have the CPU, then storage and all. If you increase the capacity, the type, you can see T2 small, then T2 medium, the capacity is increasing. Accordingly, the price will be increasing as well. In free tier only this is available. One is this virtual CPU and then the memory. If I select, sorry, where is my link? Actually, it is there. Amazon instance type. Yeah, Lion, I think someone is asking. So if you have your own license, you can put your own license also. So it will not be charged. So I'll show you that the Windows instance will be of higher cost than the Linux instance, because Windows instance has the licensing there. If you have your own license, you can put it there as well. Let me just go back and just let me show you the instance type in the costing. So see, multiple options are there, guys, based on your requirement. For example, general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated computing. So if I click on this accelerated computing, I have all these options. Yes, Lian Tran, if you don't have AWS, will charge separately. It's a minimal charge, not a huge charge. I'll be showing you as well. Just not to worry. See, this is accelerated computing. You can see 8 NVIDIA 100 tensors cores GPUs. You can see this 8 GPUs are there, 96 CPU, memory, GIB, the RAM 1152, network bandwidth, larger instances according to your need. For example, you need storage optimize, you can select this one, i3 large, i3x. So all these options are available here. Okay, then we are on general purpose only. When I was selecting this one, you can see the same thing here, the families here, T, C, D, F. They have a meaning basically, and if you can see general, you can see the same thing in here. Mac T4, T3, T3. It is general purpose. So all these options we have it here. Okay, and yeah, so based on your requirement, you can select the cores and CPUs, and accordingly you will be charged. And there is one more link also. Just one second. AWS instance charging. If I wanted to show you. Yeah, here it is. EC2 pricing. We will also going to cover this. Not to worry. AWS pricing calculator is there. So let me click on this one. If you want to get an estimate, okay, estimate, or you want a complete solution, you are migrating to the cloud. Okay, you want a complete solution, you want to create an estimate how much you will be saving and all, you can come here as well. If I click on this one, see, I'm just moving a bit out of topic. If you are migrating, you are a very new company, you are a CEO, you are thinking, or CEO or the CISO, whatever it is, or the chief architect, you are telling the company that we should move to the cloud. And if you want to get an estimate, you can create an estimate here. You can select your required services from here. Okay, same is available. I think good one I have seen for the Azure as well. Let me just show you Azure TCO calculator. Total cost of ownership. So you can you can easily create a cost of ownership as well. So for example, how much servers we will be using. I'll be using Windows Linux server. You see, physical. I'm just moving a bit out of topic so that you guys understand better. And the licensing part I was telling you. For example, I select a Windows workload, Windows or Linux. Windows operating system is selected. Operating system license, data center or standard. See, I've selected this one. There is one server. You can select the multiple servers as well. You want to add the database as well. You can add your required database. Okay, all these things you can add, and then you can move to the next part. Next here, on-premise storage infrastructure. Let me just add something. I have to name it ABC, then database DB. So you click on next. What is required? Let me remove the database part. On-premise storage infrastructure there. See, adjust assumption. If you want to adjust something in dollars, if you want to see same thing, you can just click on next, and see it is just giving you a very beautiful graph and a costing also. If you are on-prem, if you move your infrastructure to cloud with one server, this is the cost. Just a basic cost. I've not selected it properly. So this is called as the total ownership calculator. Same thing is available in AWS as well. So I think I have to select this. Let me select some services. So you have to put details and everything here. Let me just put ABC at my estimate. And so currently I'm not running any service. Add one more service, EC2. Amazon EC2. Linux box. Let me Windows server. So this is basically I'm selecting T3 large, quantity 1, pricing model, everything is there. Just selecting at $125 is the monthly cost. So total 12 months of cost will be this one. Okay, so that's how we can create an estimate as well. This, it seems the Microsoft Azure one is better. I'm not getting much information here. So yeah, that's how you can calculate your total cost of ownership as well. Just I moved a bit out of topic. I'm really sorry. Yeah, where I was into the instances. Sorry, yeah. So based on your requirement, based on the client requirement, based on the application you are developing, you can select the required the hardware or operating system accordingly from here. Whatever GBs and TBs you want, you can select it from here. So that's what an instance type is. Okay, so next important thing, let me just make it full screen. So EC2 purchasing option. So what all purchasing options you have on the EC2? I just shown you one. Okay. So you have basically three types of option. The first one is on demand. The second is reserved, and the third one is the spot. Okay. One more thing, guys. One more. It's not written in the slides. If you are really going to set up the AWS infrastructure from scratch, there are three ways. Either you can do it from console. You can select the required services and all. Whatever cost is mentioned there, you will be charged that one. If you are a very big firm, very big organization, you can directly contact the AWS and you can negotiate with them. You will get a better price. Then the third option is through the partners. This AWS is having will be having partners. Azure will be having also partner. GCP are having different partners. You can contact them and they can also give you discount accordingly. I'm telling you in real world scenarios how things happen. But yes, if you want to go through the console, like how I'm launching instance and showing you things, you can do that as well. You can do it on your own as well. So on EC2 we have three options. The on demand, for example, I want an EC2 instance, I'll be launching it on the go. This is the most expensive one. This is the most expensive option. Okay, but it is flexible as well. If I don't need it after an hour or after 1 day, I will be discarding it or destroying it. Okay, you have the flexibility of launching and destroying it anytime. That's what an on-demand it, but it is pricey. Second option is the reserved one, where you can see AWS will be having. Let me just show you one through Paint as well. See, AWS is having this much resource available.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.